Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh and this is Working Man Reads. It has been almost a full month since I last made a video. Not planned, it just happened like that. I was on a trip with my family and we had a blast. We went to South Carolina. We visited my grandparents and my wife's grandparents in Florida. We then traveled back up the East Coast. Now, mind you, I have a 3-year-old and a now 1-year-old. And so I traveled with 2 little kids and my wife, and we just, we had a blast. We took our time, a lot of pee breaks, as you can imagine, with small children. And it was a lot of fun. We went to Gettysburg. We went to Hershey, Pennsylvania. I call it PA because we're New Yorkers and that's just what we do. But yeah, so Hershey, PA, Gettysburg, Spartanburg, South Carolina, Venice, Florida. Gosh, I was everywhere. But the fun thing is that I went to bookstores in 4 different states and I got some books. We all know that was going to happen. And I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I do remember where I got the books. So we'll just go through them. So I don't know that I'll read the synopsises on all of them, but yeah. So we got David Brin, Glory Season. I believe that this one I'll read the synopsis to. So here, long ago, the founding mothers left old Earth and so it's like a colonization sci-fi with a strong female character. It looks like. I thought this cover was fantastic. It has like one of those wraparound classic sci-fi fantasy book covers, so we all love that. Alrighty then, and then we'll save that one for the certain bookstore I went to. Then this one I got. So that one I got in Spartanburg at a Spartanburg Friends of the Library bookseller. Fantastic. It was called Trading Pages. If I still have the TikTok videos that I posted while I was on my trip, I will post them at the end because it was a lot of fun. And then we have Michael Z. Williamson, Freehold, another strong female character. This is like military sci-fi, so we'll read this one because this one sounded really fascinating. I got this at a small bookstore where the lady was chirping at me because I was from New York, and apparently she hates New Yorkers. I mean, I'm not a big fan of New Yorkers either, and I live here, so I get it. But I think hers were a little more, a little aggressive, you know. She is as she said, a strong Baptist woman, and we're the devil. So it's good to know. It's good to know. I mean, I don't know that I'm a bad person, but she sure thought so. I still bought a book from her. My wife was like, "Why did you buy a book from her? I would have bought you 3 books somewhere else." And I was like, because it was almost like out of spite, if that makes sense. Like, I'm still gonna support your little bookstore, but you can kiss my ass, lady. You know what I'm saying? So Sergeant Kendra Pacelli is an innocent, but that doesn't matter to the representative government pursuing her. Mistakes might be made, but they are never acknowledged, especially when billions of embezzled dollars earned from illegal weapons sales are at stake. But where does one run when all Earth and most settled planets are under the agencies of one government? Answer: the freehold of Grenady. I don't know, that's a made-up word. The only developed system that belongs to neither the Unes nor the Colonial Alliance. A locust in space for business. Yeah, that's literally the word they used. A locust? Okay. Both legitimate and otherwise, and independent-minded people who broke no interference. Okay, so basically, she goes to a free planet or something, a free society, probably going to have some strong libertarian vibes, which I'm here for. So strong, free place, and then the evil, overpowerful government is going to come attack her. That's my assumption of this long chunker of a book, but I got a new phone as well, guys, and I can already tell this camera is, I don't know that it's a lot better than my last phone, but it just seems like it. So yeah, so we got Freehold by I've learned to trust this publisher when it comes to military sci-fi. So that's how I feel about that. And then we went to BAM, and I can't remember if I got this one at BAM in Florida. I'm also missing one. I don't know where I put it. Oh, it might be upstairs. Hold on a second. All right, we're back. So when I was at BAM, I got 2 books because I was left on my own for like 10 minutes while the girls were napping in the car. And then my wife sat with them. And then she got 10 minutes in the bookstore by herself. And it is bliss when you're a parent, when you get that 5 minutes to yourself. So then I get the second book in the Donovan trilogy. Or no, there's like 5 books in it by W. Michael Gear. And we all know I love this series. It has strong mid-world vibes and like Avatar vibes and like just stories like that, you know, colonization, crazy woods that have intense creatures, yada yada. So I picked this up, okay, and it's a remainder copy, okay, sold for cheap. I think I got it for like $3, okay. Super excited when I got home. I found out that it's signed. I got a signed surprise by W. Michael Greer. He has a crazy messy signature, but I was pretty stoked. So I can read the second book now in the series. I keep saying trilogy because most sci-fi trilogies. And then I got the late great Terry Goodkind. I got Death's Mistress, and it is the first novel in the Nikki Chronicles, and I've already been reading it, and I gotta say, it's pretty darn good. And I guess it's a kind of a spin-off series from his classic The Wizard's First Rule series that I never read. I just am going right to this, put out by Tor. So I got those 2 at a BAM. So I got these for like under $10. I got 2 books. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that'll be a good screenshot or thumbnail or whatever. This I got before I went on the trip. So this was in New York, which I live in normally. So I got Sundial by Katarina Ward. This one's crazy. I've also been reading this one. I don't know where it's going. Okay? I don't know where it's going. We're following a family, but just look at that beautiful cover. Look at that cover, guys. And this is by Nightfire, I think, Tor Nightfire. So who doesn't trust Tor Nightfire? I mean, besides the one book that I read that was absolute dog crap. But other than that, I shouldn't say that. I never say that. But it was pretty bad. So we're not even going to talk about it. It was just, it was a very big disappointment. I know a lot of people liked it, though. But so Tor Nightfire, I trust them. I like them. They got good covers. Shout out to the cover artist. Let's see who that is. Will it tell me? Will it tell me easily? Let's see. Title, description, classification. Meow. Meow, meow. Let's see. No. It's not going to tell me really quick, is it? Nope. Nope. Not going to tell me. But they're good. So this is the first edition, obviously, because I got it from freaking... Wouldn't it be nice if they told us? Jacket art. Here we go. By Corey Brickley. Jacket design by Katie Kilimowitz. So they must have a Tor Nightfire crew of a couple people that work on it. There's the author. So they must work on it together. That's cool. Teamwork is always good. Teamwork to make the dream work. This I ordered while I was away. This is The Girl That Handcuffed Houdini. And yeah, it's freaking good. It's a graphic novel. And my wife's like, what the hell are you reading? Because it looks like, kind of looks a little provocative on the front. But it's put out by, not that she really gives a shit what I read, because she knows everything that I've read. That's crazy. It's put out by Hard Case Crime. And it's a Hard Case Crime thing. Graphic novel thing. It's a thing. But yeah, it's got classic noir artwork. So I don't know if you guys... Holy crap. That ring light is nuts. But look at that. It's just like classic noir. I like it. I'm about a quarter of the way in. Okay. The last 4 books were at the York Emporium, which is like a labyrinth in York, PA. If you are in PA, this bookshop, I'm not saying it's the best bookshop I've ever been in because it's not very well organized, if I'm being honest. Because I want to be a bookseller someday. I kind of was taken in everything that person did, and I was like, well, for instance, there's sci-fi books in 4 different sections of the store. Problem, because I'm finding David Weber books in the back, in the front, in the center of the store where my wife was with the girls, and I'm like, what's going on here? Because it's hard to find what you want, because I find one and then I'm like, oh, but that's a different series that I've been wanting to read by him. So this is Ballast Station. This is no longer, you can't get this in ebook, and I was gonna read these in ebook, but then I found this and it's like perfect. It's like the 14th printing of it, but you can't get an ebook. It was just not on Amazon as an ebook. So I was like, shit, isn't it? I gotta try to find it for cheap. So I got it for like $2. He actually has it written inside. No, not $2, $3.50. But yeah, another Bayon. And basically this is like a military sci-fi in space, and I think there's like 30 something books in this series by David Weber. And then this is like the ugliest cat I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's see if it's not gonna focus. But I think it's got a badass female character. Again, most of the books I got to, because shout out to the women of the world. Y'all are awesome. And so yeah, so then what else did I get? In the cheapo dollar bin, which wasn't $1, it was like 50 cents. I'm saying dollar bin, but it wasn't. I just thought this cover was just absurd. So I was like, I gotta take it home. It's like the second book in this pulp sci-fi mystery thriller type story where this guy Pinball, he is like a wrestler, and he saves this woman from these like alien robot guys. That's like the worst robot I've ever seen. But I thought it was absurd, and I couldn't leave it. I couldn't leave it for 50 cents. And it's totally that pulp, like just really small writing. So this is just a pulp sci-fi that I just couldn't leave, you know? It's put out, but it's just a science fiction. So it was $2.25 when it came out. So, and I got it for 50 cents. And he brought it up and tried to charge me for, yeah, so the Cabal, the most dangerous super criminals in the universe. There's Vandal, Pinball, Rotax, which is the female. They put female in parentheses. Where is it? Faction, and then Weakhold. So I feel like this is like a Doc Savage type knockoff. Yeah, Corgi edition, Barkley edition, made in 1982. So this is the Berkeley book. Berkeley. Yeah, published in agreement, yada yada. So this is the Berkeley one. I don't know. It might be absolute dog crap. I think it might have been like a 3-star on Goodreads, and I just really didn't care. It was coming home with me because of how absurd it was, and it was 50 cents. And I was on vacation, so I'm gonna buy everything I can. If it's a book, right? That's what we do here. Then we got a Boris Vallejo cover. I spotted it from like, for some reason, I looked at this black spine, and I'm like, that's gonna be a good book. And the title is Warrior Witch of Hell, like hell. And I was like, that sounds freaking sick, so let's pick it up. And I pick it up, and I saw the Boris cover right off the rip. And, yeah, came home with me as well. I think this one was $3, and it was given to the store by a lady named Pam. So, yeah. This is The Evil Wizard Nidhugg rules, but a cry of rebellion is still remembered. The cry of the blood song, the woman warrior who once fought her way to freedom. Hers is the dream of thousands, doomed to slavery and unspeakable torture in the deathless lord's terrible fortress. Now her cry is heard again as Bloodsong returns, riding a hell horse. From the grim halls of her death itself, she wields such magic as few mortals possess. On her hand is the skull ring of the death goddess, Hell. At her side, a few good friends, faithful and daring companions, will follow Bloodsong into the very bowels of the evil stronghold, capture the powerful war skull of hell, and destroy the Nidblahug might forever. So yeah, freaking this book. Don't know if it's good or not. I think it had actually the 4.0 on Goodreads, which isn't bad actually. That's usually what that's my threshold is like 3.5. Everybody's got the threshold. That's mine. I heard this by Brian Lee Durfee's channel. He's an author. I don't think I need to tell you that because I think he tells you every video. But this is a W. Michael Gear book series, and he said, and I have a lot of respect for him because I read the Donovan series first book, and he has a good writing, and I really enjoy his work, and he works with his wife a lot, and I think that's freaking cool. So we got the Warriors of Spider, and I think this is like Native Americans in space. And they just fight things, probably. Yeah, like, there's, like, alien creatures and stuff. So they do... I think they are scientists. And I think his wife specializes in gear, we're talking about. The actual authors. I think that she knows a lot about Native American culture. And so... like 3 or 4 of their series have to do with Native Americans, but this is like Native Americans in space. So it's Directorate was run by a powerful fuel, genetically altered humans permanently linked with the GI net, the massive computer network with which contained everything there was to know about the planet space stations claimed by humankind. For centuries, the Directorate had ruled over countless star systems, its authority absolute and unquestioned, but now stirrings of a rebellion were felt in this far commercial empire, and this crucial time the Directorate had discovered a planet out beyond its furthest reaches, a place known only as World. Yeah, so they just call it World. So basically it's going to be intergalactic empire tries to take over this Native American down with the earth, loves their planet called World, and basically we're gonna have this bad empire trying to take away something that they don't need to take. You know what I mean? That's a lot of sci-fi. Let's be honest. So, wow, guys, that was a lot. That was a lot, folks. But we made it through. We made it through. Let's do. That was a good little selfie. Yeah, so I hope everybody had a fantastic Easter. This is Dingus Day currently right now that I'm filming this. And if you don't know what Dingus Day is, you're probably not from Buffalo. It's a very big thing in Buffalo. There is parades. This is the first return of the parade for the last 2 years. And Buffalo, I think so many people took off of work. Unfortunately, this is my first day going back to work. But a happy Dingus Day to all the Polish people out there in the world. That's basically their holiday. My wife is Polish. I'm an Englishman. I am 50% English. So I'm not Polish, unfortunately. I can still celebrate. We can have some pierogies and some cabbage and, and celebrate that way. I love me some Polish sausage and all that good stuff, but I'm definitely not Polish, unfortunately. My wife is, and my kids are. So, by proxy. But, yeah, so happy Dingus Day. Tomorrow I have a meeting and a lot of work to do. But, yeah, this has been fun. I love showing off my books. I've been meaning to make this video, and it's been busy because I'm getting back into the swing of things, But here we are. We're back. Don't worry. You can't get rid of me. I'm still here, kicking. You know how I do. So I hope everyone has a fantastic week and an even better work day tomorrow. Until next time, this has been Working Man Reads. Peace.